Hey, it's Joe. Joe, how do I start investing in real estate at a very young age? I'm still in high school. All right, first of all, you have to be 18 in order to transfer property legally in the United States. So if you're 16 and buying property, you just need to get your mom or your guardian or somebody that you trust to sign on that document for you so you can do the transfers. But we've had plenty of high school students who've come through my program, who've been successful with it, who've made money, and have started to build their portfolio. Once you hit 18, you don't need somebody else to do it for you. You can do it yourself. And also, you want to get through high school, and I would even recommend college in many situations. You can learn a lot, and you learn how to be an adult, and you learn how to grow up. But there's no reason that you can't invest in real estate while you're in college. There's no reason you can't go through that process and start building a portfolio. I've had plenty of students from Harvard to state schools come through my program. I had a student from Harvard who was in the MBA program at Harvard, and they said to me, Joe, they don't teach this stuff at Harvard. None of the stuff that you're teaching has ever come up in any conversation in any class that I've ever had. So these types of things are not going to turn you into a billionaire. You're not going to be a billionaire with the stuff that I'm teaching, but there's no reason you can't be a multimillionaire. These are good techniques, and you can make this stuff happen, and you can give yourself time to do it. And the sooner you start doing it, the sooner you'll get there, and you'll be able to find that freedom. Now, if you want to go out and see the world, and you want to travel, you can do it by being a real estate investor, because with this type of method, you can actually do things remotely. So you could be backpacking in Switzerland, staying at youth hostels. As long as you have access to the internet and a cell phone, you can make calls back, and you can put deals together, and you take a day off here and you're going to make some deals, and then you head off and travel some more. I've got students who've been all over the world while they're making money, while they're making 6 figures a year at the same time, and they don't want to ever come back and do a real job, because they're going to make more money doing this. And when they do come back, and if they decide they're going to set up a family and set up a home, they have the assets to be able to do that, and they can build a business, and they can work at home, and they can be there with their kids as they grow up. It gives you so much freedom to have your own business like this, and to have a business that you can work remotely from your home without other people around you. I like working that way. I've worked from my home all my life. I've rarely had a real job, and I think I'm not even employable. So that's it. There's really no limit to when you could get started. I've not had anybody that I've worked with that was less than 16, but I think you could probably do this even younger than that if you're willing to get on the phone and do this work. I think there's probably a point where people aren't going to trust you, but if you've got somebody working with you, there's probably no reason you couldn't do this. And I'm sure there's some extraordinary kids out there that could pull this off if they really wanted to. What I find, though, is it makes sense to grow up, go to college, go to school, learn about life, learn how to live on your own, and start building a business like this. And it doesn't necessarily hurt if you've got parents that'll allow you to stay at the house instead of going to college. I've had people that have just started doing this. They get right out of high school, they get their degree or they get their diploma, and then they start investing in real estate. And their parents have paid for their education to come through my mentor program, and then they get started and they get going, and it's not a bad way to develop a business and to develop income that can come in pretty quickly, that can rival most doctors out there within a fairly short period of time, certainly in less time than it takes to become a physician. All right, I hope that helps. Good luck to you. This is a great business to be in, as long as you love it. If you love it, it'll change your life, and it'll give you freedom and a lot of joy. I've had a great life because of it. If you like this channel, subscribe, go to my website, joecrumpblog.com. Sign up for my newsletter. Thanks.